I probably have an opinion that is contrary to a lot of anti-pop elitists out there. I actually like the production. I think the beat's cool. I think the beat hits, but the hook made me hate the song. Top 10 of Spotify, but from a pop production perspective. So I'm really excited because I've seen so many of these videos and most of them end up being a person who is very anti-pop hearing an electronic hi-hat and then going, why didn't they play power chords and sound like Judas Priest over and over to be unique? And that seems to be the general premise of it. So I'm excited to bring my perspective, which is as a guy who works in pop music. This is what I do every single day. This is what I live and breathe. And my philosophy is why I might like these songs more than other people seem not to. Now, to be clear, I am being quite critical, but I'm doing so in wanting to bring a different perspective because, yes, you may not like the sound of auto-tune, but that doesn't discredit the song. You may not like the use of an 808, but just because you played a riff live doesn't mean that your riff is any better, even compared to a lot of the live elements incorporated into pop music today, despite what a lot of people want to believe about pop, not making it themselves. They end up making all their judgments and then holding on to those judgments and then believing what they want to confirmation bias to solidify that perspective. So hopefully I'm going to break a little bit of that for you today, or you might just be coming along for the ride. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first song is Industry Baby. I love a lot of these songs, but I can give it a fresh listen so I can give you the best perspective possible on the track, and I think what works and what I like, what I maybe don't like about it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, my hair is an absolute mess, but I think we're gonna just... So this song is, to me, the modern day anthem for everybody who's been an underdog. This hits every note. It's lyrically written in a way where a great chorus is written as universally as possible to where everybody should be able to resonate from it. It's a classic underdog chorus story, but I think delivered in the way that works really well with Lil Nas' voice, his low tone in the chorus. It's incredible that a pop chorus... Wow, I don't hear pop songs with that low of a hook. Like every other pop song we're going to hear today is not in that range at all. So I love that. It's this classic anthemic piece for the underdog. So well delivered. Jack Harlow's verse is really intricate, really nice. I think he goes on a bit of a journey, which I like for a verse. He covers a lot of different topics and really makes it his own. And using a full marching band arrangement with real horns, with a real feel behind the trap beat, behind the pop elements is so incredible. I am biased because this is one of my favorite songs of the year, personally, but I wanted to give you my thoughts, and let's go ahead and get into the next one. Stay with Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. Let's get it poppin'. Oh man, this is one of those pop songs that I think because Industry Baby has more forward organic elements, people might give it the credit of, oh, it's got like real sounds, that's cool, but like why are the hi-hats not done with the hands? But in a song Stay, I think the issue that people might have with it who aren't in pop music is to say it sounds simple, whereas as I'm listening, I hear dozens and dozens of hidden things going on. This is probably a 130 track session very easily, as something I end up doing myself too in songs I produce with artists. So intricacy, but the challenge, I think what makes a song like Stay so powerful is its difficult simplicity. It is the challenge of creating something so ornate and gorgeous. You are captivated by it for 2 to 3 minutes, just absolutely blown away. You're not like, when is this intro ending? When are you going to stop playing the stupid riff that I've heard 1,000 times over? Like, they have captured your attention and added little things in there over and over, so you are never left not in awe of these little bits of magic, especially on headphones. I think that's the magic of this song, and a great blending of Gen Z energy with millennial energy between Laroi and Bieber. What is next? We got Heat Waves by Glass Animals. Oh, oof. As a pop song, one of the first things that I've always known about this song is it's an 8-chord arrangement. The heart of the progression is 8 chords. But wait, I thought every pop song used 4 chords forever, and it's unoriginal, everything. Oh my gosh, wow, something that has success that breaks that mold. That's unfathomable. But truly, I love the progression. I think it's really unique. I think it really makes it stick out. It feels more like a journey, like Hotel California. It gives me that energy in just the way the progression moves, which I love. There's so much intricacy in like the tone of the drums, because it sounds like we have acoustic and electronic blending together at certain moments, like the use of some real hi-hats and some electronic ones. There's just this beautiful beautiful blending of universes that's still so warm but not muddy, and inviting but not undefined, that I love about this track. The tom hit right before the downbeat, that gets me every single time. And the fact that the guitar riff itself is its own hook. Like that is its almost secondary instrumental hook, but it's an arpeggiation, but it's so well done and the tone is so rich. It's essentially almost like a post chorus in a way, and then it goes back down for the verse and all that stuff. Super Gremlin by Kodak Black. All right. So I probably have an opinion that is contrary to a lot of anti-pop elitists out there, but I think it's really important to say because I actually liked the first half of the hook when he said, "We could have been superstars. Remember when we was jacking cars?" I actually thought, I was like, oh, I like that. But then now it's not safe for you. You switched like a female genital little female dog. You know me, trying to stay monetized out here. It was really close to, I think, being really good. We could have been superstars. Hey, remember when we jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. Da da da. Da da. Hey, if you would have just, we could have kept the melody going a little bit more, but then it just kind of degraded into the like, now you suck. It just didn't really hit for me, and I think that's where the chorus fell off. I actually like the production. I think the beat's cool. I think the beat hits. It feels appropriate, given that it seems he's discussing a lot of sentiments of being betrayed by somebody who you've been with for a long time. Lyrically, I thought it was pretty clever. I think it did some really cool things, but the hook just made me hate the song. I was so excited when I first heard the chorus come in. I was like, let's go. And then that lost it for me. So I think great hook potential. I almost would be like, Kodak, let's rewrite that a little bit. I totally got your back, man. I think there's a lot of potential, and we just need to change that back half, and we can still incorporate a lot of the obscenities and the feeling and sentiment, but just give it a little more melody and work on the cadence to fit a little nicer. abcdefu. This song is one of those ones, if I had to sum it up in a sentence, I think to me it is one of the songs that hits. It's just a classic breakup song, but done in a more Gen Z way. I think it being a lot more direct, where I think lyrically and maybe story-wise, people would be a lot more like lavish and are beating around the bush about things. This song is just essentially saying, F off, just go away. I hate you, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that, I hate that. But when you package it with such a good melody and you package it with clever lyric and pun and lyric switching in the choruses, which she does, I think that makes it really strong compared to you saying, I miss you, my heart's broken. It's at this place of like, F off. And that's the end of the story. So I think it's a great take on it. I think the melody is really simple and again, probably will be criticized by other people, but I think a great singable chorus can be very simple and be very effective. And if anything else, I think that's an important part of one. And I think it's just a great track overall. The guitars in it are really nice. It reminds me very much of Black Bear energy. I feel like Black Bear should have been a verse on this or could be a verse on this. Am I wrong? Maybe I am. But I think this song is just one of those ones that's easy to sing along to, easy to understand melodically. And the lyric play, her delivery, her tone is what makes it unique and makes it stand out for me. What do we have coming up next here? Oh, Adele. Yeah, I've heard this song a good amount, but not a ton at this point. So I have a little bit of a fresher perspective than maybe other people might have. So this is the thing. No matter what Adele does, it's going to be criticized because I think she's such an icon that if she stays in her lane, stays in her, like this song very much is in her lane production wise, in tempo wise, and cadence wise, and tone wise, and emotion and journey wise, she'll be criticized for staying in the pocket. And if she went way out of left field, she'd be criticized for being way in left field. Now, that's the context for me because I'm always interested to hear people do the weirder things on albums. What was that thing that you haven't tried yet that'll probably piss off a good amount of your fans? That's just like what I want to see personally. And I think Easy on Me is the safer choice production wise, but I can't deny how iconically beautiful it is. And you just put her on a song that she believes in and internalizes and have her perform it, it's going to be truly iconic. I think it's a great song. I think I would have loved to hear like a little more, you can got a little more bombastic, maybe just like a little bigger, not saying huge, but just like a little more intensity would have been really cool to hear, to just push it a little further than I think, when we hear the piano, the intro, we're expecting that kind of piano ballad right here. And we get that song-wise. But Adele's performance, obviously wouldn't change a thing about it. It's breathtaking and beautiful. All right, this song I probably actually have the most criticism of so far. So let's talk about it. I think the issue I have foundationally is that any song with country voice and a trap beat now, by default, is going to be compared to Old Town Road. And that's because there wasn't really anything unique about it beyond trap beat country guy. Oh, look, they're together. It's the same excitement that we felt about it. But this is to be expected, right? Every time there's a new wave, whether it's Nirvana, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, then there's so many bands that are going to come out that sound exactly like that. And that's business. I feel like when I heard this song, the first thought was some executive sat down and said, how do we do little Old Town Road Nas time? And then somebody came out and was like, all right, well, let's take two of our people. And now they're making a song. Like, that's to me how I feel about this. And that's maybe my bias in pro of Lil Nas X, or maybe that's just because I am still having a hard time not writing off something that seems so blatantly derivative of that song. That's my perspective. I like them both as artists separately, but this song to me gives me that energy. Oh, okay. This is from the movie Encanto. Okay, you know what I decided? Doing a song from a Disney movie, I can't judge it the same because I haven't seen the film. I'm not going to understand the context of it. So I'm moving on. We're going to go ahead and just go ahead with Enemy, which is Imagine Dragons, JID, and League of Legends. Yeah. All right. Wow. It's so interesting. I didn't expect to have so much criticism about a couple of the songs that I knew were going to be on here, but here we are. Hi. If you don't know about this, there's a thing in music called synchronization, when you use your song for a visual, like a commercial, a film, a trailer, something like that. And people's whole jobs actually work with a few artists whose primary focus is sync. So I produce tracks for them, and then they try to get them placed in commercials, TV, specifically for that purpose, to get somebody to put it on top of a Sprite commercial, a trailer for a horror film, things like that. So when you do that, your writing style has to change because remember, they needed a keyword enemy to be the one popped in the song. Like enemy had to be the main focus word. So you kind of write up to the word enemy and try to craft a song around that. And that to me can feel like sometimes artistically a little weird. Like I can tell when I hear the lyrics that they wrote this to be a song for the film, which they did. And that's great. And I'm super happy for them. But I can just feel there's something slightly inauthentic with the storytelling, with the performance. I feel like they came in and said, hey, we want you to write a song about an enemy. It has to center around the word enemy. And so the chorus is this dramatic enemy. It just, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. It feels good for the intended commercial use. That's my personal feeling about it. I don't think your post-chorus would be enemy if you had the artistic creativity to write something a bit different or more open. Cool track. All right. I mean, I don't even need to listen to this last one. It's Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo, and I think everybody in the world is honestly sick of it at this point. I liked it at first. I think what really sullied it was just, to me, one of the dumbest lawsuits I've ever seen in pop music, debating whether the fact that she used similar chords and a pop punk band instrumentation and a pentatonic melody means that she's ripping off Paramore. And it's great because people made response videos. I believe it's Adam Neely who did a great one dissecting how stupid it was. This is really just people taking advantage of legal loopholes, explaining music terms to people who don't know them to get fast cash and all that wonderful stuff. But all that being said, I do think it's a good song. I think it has its own merit, but because she wore her references too much on her sleeve with the band, with just the feeling of everything, it immediately now is written off, and I'm just honestly tired of hearing about the song. I think structurally, though, it's really good. I think it has her flair and energy. That's all I have to say about that. I love the lyrics. I still love the song, but to me, it's just I'm just tired of it. So that is the top 10 songs on Spotify right now. If you like this kind of video, let me know. Obviously, no, because people have watched this far, and you will comment the word potato sack with your comment. So if you did, comment potato sack and let me know what you thought, if you'd like to see more of this. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. Get out there, work hard, and remember, you are just one song away. Cheers.